Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you are here. You guys, today I'm doing a video on the difference between situations that a situation if it's meant for growth and healing versus situations that are meant for tests to help you move on from things, move on in life. So Andrea recommended this today. Thank you, Andrea, for recommending it. But I'm also doing this video for Mitchell today, one of my friends, Mitchell, because he's wondering pretty much the exact same thing. So if something is a test, if something is a sign, versus is there something that we should just, be healing from and moving on from. So for the first one I got the Fool card, and then the second one I got the Five of Cups card. So this is my third time recording this video because it's a very complex topic, you guys, but I'm gonna get really in depth here, and I have some notes as well. Okay, that's how good we got here. So situations that are meant for growth and healing, these ones will allow you to self-reflect. Okay, these are the situations that really you look at yourself, you look at your inner self, and it's trying to get you to heal past wounds. Okay, it's trying to get you to heal things that are deep, very deep inside yourself. Okay, and it also will encourage personal development. It'll also inspire you to be more like the Fool, to be more carefree. It'll help you achieve things it'll help you figure out that you can achieve things, okay, that you have this newfound confidence in yourself. And so there's pretty much, I feel like everything is technically sort of like a test, right? But there are some things that are just meant to get you to heal, and there are some things that are just meant to test you, to say, listen, are you ready for the next upgrade in your life? Are you ready for this next chapter of your life? Or are you going to stay stuck in the cycle? And so a situation that is meant to test you and to help you move on from things. So these are like tests that come into our lives, and they will push us to make decisions. Okay, sometimes we have to set boundaries, sometimes we have to let go of things that don't really serve us anymore. Okay, but the focus here is going to be on recognizing when it's time to move forward rather than staying in the same cycle that you're in right now, right? Kind of like the Judgment card, all right? When we get stuck in same cycles. And so pretty much a situation that will help you heal from and grow from and move on from, all right, you're going to be able to recognize it because it's going to bring about feelings of discomfort, feeling like maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe this is not who I am, or where if you don't feel confident in yourself, you don't feel like the Fool. Okay, maybe you feel like a Fool, actually you feel like a Fool, but you don't feel this warm energy of the Fool. It's more of like the Fool in reverse. It's more of like, oh, I feel like a Fool. I feel like I didn't have the knowledge that I needed. I feel like I wasn't where I was supposed to be. All right, and so it'll bring about deeper understanding to yourself when you look at these situations. But pretty much when you find yourself in a situation like that, the way you can recognize that it's a situation to help you heal and move on from it is because it's going to bring up past things that you've been through. It's going to make you feel kind of like a Fool, all right? Because when you're in a cycle, okay, when you're in something that is meant to test you and to move on from it, you don't feel like these really buried deep emotions. You feel like, oh my god, this again? Are you fucking serious? No, I've learned my lesson. I'm not talking to any of those toxic people anymore. Like, oh my gosh, this job, like, you guys are asking me to stay late again. No, I already said no. And you set your boundaries, right? You set your boundaries. It's kind of just like, damn, the same shit. It's like, what? Like, why is this happening? Like, oh, this is the same shit. Fuck that. I'm moving on from this. And it's kind of like you can recognize it by understanding that there's a sense of familiarity in whatever it is that you're experiencing. And so when you're just like, okay, fuck this, like I've dealt with this enough, okay? And sometimes it's hard to let go. Sometimes it's hard to let go. Sometimes it's hard for us to accept sort of like ourselves, and understanding that sometimes we deserve better, and sometimes when we don't get things that we want, we don't achieve the things that we feel like we're meant to achieve, even though you put in the work, you put in the effort, and you're wondering like, what the hell, man? Like, why can't I just let this go? Why can't I just let this go? Well, maybe it's a test. Maybe it's a test for you to say like, listen, you did everything right. You did everything you could, but sometimes things are not meant to happen in the way that you want them to happen. And because you're understanding this, because you come to a sense of, you know what, it is okay. I am who I am, and I've experienced the things that I've experienced, and I'm ready for the next thing, whatever that may be. When you come to it with that sort of mentality, when you understand that there is still 2 cups upright, even when shit is going wrong in your life, even when things didn't happen the way that you wanted them to happen, you can definitely focus on that. All right. But the idea here in these situations is to understand that you still have 2 cups upright. All right. All you have to do is turn around and to understand, like, listen, you have been through a lot. Okay, it's been challenging. Life is challenging. That's what life is about. It's about challenges, but it's also about blessings as well. And so understanding that both of these are one and the same. Okay, both of these are one and the same because they play off of each other. All right, and so we can always bring healing and understanding to tests that we've been through, but we can also use the things that we've been through as a test and to bring healing and understanding to those things as well. And so you really have to ask yourself, like, when you're growing and when you're healing and when you're looking at those situations, you're wondering, is this for growth? Is this for healing? Okay, you ask yourself, what am I learning from this? Okay, is there something unresolved within me that this situation is bringing up? Is there something unresolved within you that you feel that this situation is bringing up? And versus a test, you have to ask yourself, have I been here before? Am I just enduring this, or am I truly growing from it? Okay, is it time to set a boundary or walk away from something? And so understanding, like, what is the universe, what is God, what is your reality trying to mirror to you? What are you trying to be shown? And so it's really subtle. Listen, nothing is ever clear cut. Okay, life is crazy. Life has always been so crazy. All right, but you've been through the challenges, you've been through the healing, you've been through the tests before, and you've always made it out the other side. All right, unless you're still in a test that you need to learn a lesson for. All right, that we'll talk about some other time. But understanding that you have all of the tools you need within you to determine what this is, and to determine what a situation is trying to get you to understand, or what a situation is trying to get you to grow from and move on from. But really understanding that these 2 cards are very different energy, right? And so if we look at them together as one, we can see that the Fool, sometimes we make foolish mistakes. Sometimes we're foolish in our behavior, sometimes we're foolish in our actions, and sometimes we feel bad. But we're allowed to have fun, we're allowed to make mistakes, we're allowed to do things and to learn things our own way. All right, we don't have to be so perfect all the time, because that's not how we learn things. All right, when you study for a test, you do the multiple choice. All right, and you guess. Okay, you figure out what you think the answer is, and then you look at the answer key afterwards, and you're like, oh, okay, that's how that is. Like, you have to actually do the problem first in order for you to then look at the cheat sheet, to look at the test bank, the answer key, and to say, oh, you know what, I did it wrong. You scroll to the back of the textbook or whatever it is, and you're understanding, okay, this is how I actually do it. But you don't learn anything if you already go to the end. If you already scroll or flip the pages, back in my day, flip the pages back to the end of the textbook, and you just stare at the answer key and write all the answers down, you're not going to learn shit from that. All right, you don't learn anything from doing that. And so life is the exact same. Life is literally just a math textbook in that sort of sense, right? So understanding that you need to actually do these problems, you need to make judgments, and you need to make choices based on what you think you should do next, or what you feel like is right, what you think you should do next. Okay, and sometimes you're going to get it wrong, sometimes you're just straight up not going to have the knowledge. All right, and that's okay too. We make mistakes like that, and we learn from our mistakes, and we grow from our mistakes, and we heal from our mistakes. Okay, and then we can set boundaries for these mistakes and be like, listen, when this happens again, now I understand. Okay, I'm not going to do the same mistake that I did before, because I understand it now. I looked at the answer key, I figured out how to do it. And so sometimes then you're tested again. All right, then life will show you the exact same math problem. Okay, and it's like, do you remember what you have just learned? Do you remember that or not? And so if you do remember, great, you pass the test, you move on, you upgrade. But if you don't, you have to, figure out the problem again, do the same motions again, go to the back of the book and look at the answer key and say, oh, that's right, you have to do it this way. Okay, you have to do it this way. Fuck, all right, okay, I'm gonna do that next time. And then what happens? The exact same question comes up again. All right, did you learn? All right, did you grow? Did you heal from that? All right. So life is the same way, you guys. So understanding that these are actually one and the same thing. Everything is the same thing. Everything is very different at the same time. But sometimes we are faced with opportunities that we feel like we deserve, or we feel like we don't deserve, and understanding that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, but sometimes life is trying to get you on a path. Life is trying to test you. And so are you understanding the test? Did you do everything right this time, and maybe everything right was still wrong? And if that's the case, maybe it's time to look elsewhere. Maybe it's time to upgrade from something. Maybe it's time to learn from this sign that you were getting, learn from the test that you've been given. All right. And to understand that you are amazing and that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. All right. So you guys, do your affirmations. Okay. Do your affirmations today. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. 666 subscribers. Who do you think you are? Thank you so much, you guys. I truly appreciate you guys following me and subscribing and commenting and giving me recommendations. You know, Angel, thank you so much. Andrea, thank you so much. You guys, like Ali, freaking crazy. Abdu, JJ, Axel, thank you so much. Neff, like, you guys, seriously, you make my day so much better reading all of these comments. Thank you so much. Mary, Susan, like, I love you guys so much. Thank you. I huge shout out to you guys who support me every day. I know you guys are liking my videos all the time. I truly appreciate you, and I appreciate you guys too who don't comment as well. I know you're watching my videos, Cody. I know you're watching my videos. Sometimes people fall asleep to my videos, so not. I think. Thank you so much for that as well. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to give you guys a big, huge kiss. You guys, leave a comment down below if you like this video. Like this video if you like this video. And subscribe if you've made it this far, because I make daily videos, which means I'm going to see you tomorrow.